In this video, I'm going to talk about my most played PlayStation 5 games and what I recommend for you guys if you are starting out in the PlayStation 5 or want to know which games are the best to play for your PlayStation 5. Let's talk about it. So the first game that I've been playing the most has been Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart. Recently, I re-picked up this game after playing it for a few hours, and it's so easy to get back into. The level design is absolutely amazing in all the games. The graphics are incredible. I'm loving the mix between different dimensions. You know, you've got different worlds that you can go into and different planets. The character designs are amazing, and overall, it's so much fun and really easy to play. So that's something that I love about the game, is how easy it is. You know, you can re-pick up all the mechanics pretty easily and straight away. So you can either do a few weapon attacks and stuff like that, or you can do shooting and stuff like that. So there's a few mixes of that. You know, there's a whole bunch of levels to choose from, and there's a whole bunch of characters to play with. I love the sense of humor in the game, and I love the comic feel, but also the graphics just look absolutely incredible. So overall, Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart has been one of my favorite games that I've played for the PlayStation 5 this year completely. It's one of the most expensive games as well for the PlayStation 5. I'm feeling like it's well worth the price because what you get out of it, you know, you're getting a lot of really great gameplay overall. It's definitely the first game that I want to mention for you guys, and the one that I've been putting the most hours into recently. The next game that I've been putting a lot of hours into has been Hogwarts Legacy. I love exploring in the game. Like, the Hogwarts castle is absolutely massive in this game, and you've got so many different places to explore, including Hogsmeade, and we've got a whole open world to explore. So you can go into the Forbidden Forest like anytime you want to, and you can explore this massive castle and complete all these quests and all these side quests too with all these characters, and it's all open world. So that's what I love about the game, is you can kind of go anywhere anytime. You can spend so many hours on this game just exploring the world and everything. So even during like this gameplay that I was recording just now, I just found all these brand new locations and all this stuff that I haven't even seen before in the game just by following the quest. Even brand new items along the way as well, and just leveling up just by playing it. So it's really, really fun. Been exploring so many parts of the castle. It is just absolutely massive. So I really, really enjoyed it. And you know, there's so much more to play in this game, and the character customization is absolutely incredible. The story is incredible. The gameplay itself is absolutely incredible. It's one of the best games out there. I just wish Quidditch was actually in the game. So I'm excited to play some of that if there's ever a DLC. And you know, you can go so many ways. You can learn all the dark arts and all the spells. You can choose your own house. It's all open world, and there's a massive map for you to explore with that. So been playing a lot of Hogwarts Legacy, and there's still so much for me to uncover with this game too that I haven't even explored yet. So very, very excited to explore more with Hogwarts Legacy in the future. The next one that I've been playing a lot of is actually the remastered version of the Spider-Man game. So I played a lot of that when I had the PlayStation 4 originally, and it carried over to the PlayStation 5 save files. So getting that and getting the remastered version has been a lot of fun. Probably been playing that a little bit more than the Miles Morales in terms of the story, like how far I've gone with it. So the combat of this game is probably one of the most fun combat mechanics that you could ever find, and even just exploring the open world of the Spider-Man universe has been a lot of fun too. The web swinging itself made me want to buy the PlayStation 5 because I was like, man, it just seems like so much fun. The combat is so much fun, and the storyline itself with Kingpin and Spider-Man overcoming all the villains, all the classic villains and all that sort of stuff. It's one of the best storylines in the Spider-Man gaming universe. So definitely a game that you have to get. Man, it's just so worth getting. Like, The remastered version of the Spider-Man game just has amazing graphics, and it's just genuinely a lot of fun. Like, I love just swinging around all the different buildings, and you can defeat different mobs, find different items, explore the world and all the buildings and all the amazing sights. If you haven't got yourself Spider-Man Miles Morales or the remastered version of Spider-Man yet, it's definitely a must-have. I feel like it's one of the first games you should definitely get if you get yourself a PlayStation 5. The next game that I've been playing a lot of is actually FIFA 23. Can you believe it? So I spent a lot of nights just doing the GM mode of FIFA 23 and building up teams to the Premier League from the bottom league. It's been a lot of fun. I've been playing teams like Carlisle United, just rebuilding all these teams, and you can do it with any team in the whole universe. So that's a lot of fun to do. And you can do any league as well. You can do German League, Bundesliga, you do the Spanish League with League One. So that's what I've been having fun with. Sort of doing the sandbox GM mode. You know, the gameplay itself is really fun. So the way it connects to the controller with sound. So if you score a goal, you can actually hear it from the DualSense controller. So that's been really fun. I'm liking the new integration of the brand new next gen software in the FIFA 23 edition. I'm excited for the future of FIFA. Apparently they might rename it in the future, so that's really interesting. But overall, like, I'm really loving just rebuilding teams overall. There's still so many new game modes to explore, like the Volta, and there's the women's FIFA football part of it as well. Even Ultimate Team, like, everyone loves Ultimate Team as well. So FIFA this year has been really, really fun to play. So it's actually been one of the games that I've probably put the most hours into. So highly recommend it. Anyone who wants like a basic sporting game, who wants to get a lot of hours out of it, you can play online, you can play by yourself, you can play with your mates in person. So there's many things that you can do with the game, and it's one of the most popular PlayStation games that you can play to this day. And the last game that I want to mention is God of War Ragnarok. So this game is a real big step up in terms of graphics, performance, and just gameplay itself. So it basically picks up from the last game, where you're in the universe of sort of the Greek gods. Boy has grown up now into fully fledged teenage boy now. He's gone from a young kid to now a teenager. You got so many cool weapons. You got the ice weapons, you got the fire weapons, and you get straight into the action. So you fight Thor pretty much in the first hour of gameplay. You chuck straight in there in this icy world, and then you transverse into sort of like this wetlands world, which I'm up to now at this point. But there's so many in-between things as well, like leveling up all the different weapons. You fight so many cool different bad guys as well, and each world has different bad guys as well to combat with. The combat itself is really fun. It takes you a minute to sort of jump back into the game because the mechanics are a little bit different. So like jumping through something is actually circle in this game instead of square, which is quite interesting. But you sort of get used to it after a minute, but so much fun. Like the graphics really blow you away with this game, and the combat probably blow you away with this game too. And it is a challenge to play. Like it's not the easiest game to jump straight into, but it's a worthwhile challenge. Like it's quite rewarding in that sense. Like after 3 times of versing Thor, you finally get over that hurdle, or like you'll verse like another bad guy that's really above your level and quite challenging. But once you finally get above that level, you kind of feel like, oh yes, finally there, I can proceed with the story and carry on. There's a lot of really great storylines with this game, probably one of the best storylines out of all the games, and there's lots and lots of hours in this game for you to play. There's something like over 100 hours in a single player, which is absolutely insane. So a lot of these games have less than 100 hours, so this one has the most hours that you'll put into out of any of these games. So it's absolutely incredible. Overall, probably one of the funnest games to play, definitely one of the more challenging games to play on the PlayStation 5. So overall, that's my list. So we've got Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart. That's my number 1 recommendation for you. The remastered Spider-Man game. That's really, really great for the PlayStation 5. Hogwarts Legacy, highly recommend it as well. And FIFA 23 and God of War Ragnarok.